right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome alive tonight here, Charlotte Motor Speedway, NGRL Show Me the Green K&N Series. What's going on out there, folks, man? I want to appreciate everybody joining in. What's going on there? Jags, Michelle, we got a couple new comers out there in the chat tonight. Definitely, man, want to see some awesome racing action these guys are going to put on here. The K&N Series, they're in the middle of qualifying right now. Like a storm around this track, man, and get this place huge here, Charlotte. One of the awesome things. Like I said, we see it there for Show Me the Green. This is one of the all-star races tonight. Going to be unique. Got two stops. It's going to be awesome, man. As Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, one of the title sponsors here for these guys tonight. Right now, Brian GM Littleton, man on point, up top right there. That number 80 machine, so looking good. Yeah, we eclipsed the 900 mark, and like I said, as always, I appreciate it from the leagues, the drivers, and the viewers out there that were able to get that milestone, and appreciate that, man. It's awesome as always. Alright, getting set here to go green flag racing. Let's say about 5 more minutes here and qualifying, maybe a little less. Got a couple newcomers out here. Casey and Daryl told me the last name. Dupree, I believe is how it's pronounced. Newcomer out here. Definitely, man, going to set this place up. Looking good so far, sitting at 8th on the speed chart. The 007 machine. We're going to call him the James Bond here tonight. How's that? And coming out here, he's gonna get out here and investigate on what he can. And I hope he's got maybe a couple rockets up underneath the hood of that thing. Set him to the front. So look good. Casey out there, man, that 007, 8th spot. Again, like I said, Jeffrey Clifton, another one out there in the 015, sitting second right now. Brian Miskell Jr. He's sitting in 3rd. Trent Drum 4th. Danny Flynn rounds out the top 5 as of right now. Qualifying's not over with, but hey, as always, you know, looking forward to this. Want to give everybody a shout out there. Happy early Thanksgiving, as next week. Like I say, man, here at OSR Network, definitely want to give everybody a happy Thanksgiving because next week is Thanksgiving. Hey, check it out. There's a number 3 machine, the Piggly Wiggly. Hey, we know what Piggly Wiggly is. We got a couple of them here in NC. Oh, we're on the close to the coast side, but everybody likes the Piggly Wiggly car out there. That's awesome. My wife would get a kick out of that one. Alright, told you my wife would get a kick out of Piggly Wiggly car number 3 machine's got. We dig the pig, that's what it's called. That's their slogan, man. You gotta love it. Piggly Wiggly. We dig the pig. That's such a fun name to say, Piggly Wiggly. If you've ever been to one of the stores, they're kind of cool. Nice. Casey's first driving in a actual K&N car and doing a mighty fine job, sitting 10th on the speed chart right now for qualifying. So it's going to be interesting to see how this race goes here at the All-Star all night long. These guys, as I always say, there's some bad fast drivers and some bad fast cars going to do some bad fast things on a bad fast track. Under the lights here tonight, folks, Charlotte Motor Speedway. That's right, in the middle of qualifying. We're about to get set to go green flag racing. for the All-Star race here tonight. And what's unique about this? Well, they've got one fast fix. Here's the one thing though, we're gonna have 2 segments. Lap 33, take a segment and a pause for a quick caution. Lap 66 is the other one. And then we headed on out for the end of it. So these guys are going to gear up here tonight at the All-Star race. Also, this is one of the All-Star or one of the All-Star 5 events that they're doing. So tonight, that man right there, David Worrell, has a shot to win 2. If he wins 3, he wins a prize. I'd have to go back and look and see what all that was. I forgot about it, but he won Daytona, and Travis Smith won Darlington. Tonight's All-Star race is one of those. I always say David out there in the Marvel machine. He looking good, too. Marvelous. Well, if it's your first time out here watching, hit that sub, hit a like, hit a share. You can always hit a dislike too. I mean, I do appreciate you taking your time out of your day to hit that. At least you came out, and either way. But that's awesome. And again, man, I want to appreciate, man, it's everybody out here, man. It makes this this whole community good. I'll get it out, folks. I'm not the best on words sometimes, and they get the best of me. So we'll just we'll work through it as the race goes on here. Definitely one of these things. Wow, that's a good shot. Good shot of the whole place here in general. What this whole track looks like. As we're getting set here, man, to gear up to go green flag racing. So hold on to your hats. Hey, tell everybody in the house, be quiet. Tell the wife, man, the kids, time to go to bed. Tell the neighbor, be quiet. Tell your dog, cat, man, hush. Send them outside. If you got a hamster, well, damn, quit wheeling on the wheel. Because we're about, man, to do some wheeling around Charlotte here. Motor Speedway tonight live here for the NGRL Show Me the Green. That's right, key it in series, and like I always say, fasten your seatbelt. If you got a seatbelt in your recliner, please send me a picture of that thing, because I'd really love to see it. Maybe a small explanation on why, unless there's some domestic violence disputes, and you do that because your wife might mean, I don't know. But anyways, hey, maybe you got a bad, fast recliner. Who knows? Awesome. Like I say, we're about to see some bad, fast racing here tonight, though. As I believe they're in the middle of a little small drivers meeting that they do. And then we're going to gear up here and grid them up. Here we go. Gonna grid these things up. Got that Pace Porsche car out there tonight. Well, tonight, gridding up top here. Man on pole, Brian GM Littleton. Puts it out front. Stan Stinson right there in second. Jeffrey Clifton sitting in third. Brian Miskell Jr. starting fourth. Fifth place man Trent Drum. There's Jay Pryor sitting in the sixth spot. Danny Flynn in the seventh. Roger Murph there in eighth. Curtis Lowers ninth. And there's the newcomer Casey, I'm going to say Dupree, sitting in 10th spot. As we look to the rest of this field, boy, we got 21 of some bad, fast boys about to haul some mail around this whole track here under the lights of Charlotte Motor Speedway. Get ready, folks. If you ain't got your cookies and milk and crackers and all kinds of other stuff, well, you might want to go get a hold of them because you're going to need it. Man, these guys are about to get it going here tonight. Awesome running so far. And Jeffrey is yet to... There he goes. He gridded up that time. Nice. All right, cars are lining up here. We're getting set to go green flag racing here, folks. Tonight, we got 127 laps here, but we got two segments, lap 33 and lap 66 here. Cars are off. Here we go. Pace cars rolling around. They'll take one lap around this place, and then they'll set sail and get going. They'll put the hammer down and make it like lightning out here. Alright, here we go. Pace cars coming down the back stretch here. Let these boys, man, do their thing here tonight under the lights here at Charlotte. That man right there in company as the pace cars coming around turn 3 as it hits here. There you go. That's it. Dig the pig. Piggly Wiggly out here. Well, here we go. Pace cars in. About to set sail. That's right. Casey, man, up there. He's in the back, but the green flag flies. Man out front right there. GM right there. He gets a good jump along with Brian. Jeffrey Clifton right there. Boy, they're taking it too wide into the turn. Awesome. Yeah, we got you. You dig the pig. Yeah. The first one says you did the pig. If everybody wants to know, yes, Karen out there, that is my wife. Matter of fact, and that's probably the first time I've ever seen her actually come out here on the chat and say anything. But we'll try to get a right there. There's the pig machine for you. Number 3, Piggly Wiggly. Out there running. He's up to 5th place so far. Bad running out with Stan Stinson and Brian Miskell Jr. And you see the pig on the hood right there. Wiggly Wiggly. Out there. Don't want to get too wiggly because you don't want to lose that car. But look at Brian Miskell Jr. steps on the inside. There's a good battle though going on for this spot right here for 5th and 6th place as these boys, man, are storming around this track right now. You got the 33 machine behind him, the 17 Stan Stinson right there. Hang on to it. We got a battle up front though about the brew here as the two leaders. That's Brian GM Littleton up there. Jeffrey Clifton. He's looking good in the 2nd spot. Still got a storm of battle, man, going on right here with Brian Miskell and all and company as they go nose to tail and a single file. It's going back here. Look at that, Daryl whirling. Daryl right there. David Whirl. Sitting there in the 11th spot. He's looking good. BJ Poppin. Haven't seen him in a while. There's Casey back there. He's running in the 12th place spot right now, having him a good run. He's trying to get out here and fill this place. Yeah, that's right. Here the piggy. Yeah. Well, we got all kinds of things. Right now, the 00 Roy Hyatt. He's moving on up down the 00 or the 007 machine out there. David Whirl's looking like he's looking on the inside. Boy, let's go back up here because, man, that's a storm of it. Brian Miskell Jr. goes on the inside. The 3, Danny Flynn. And he says, move out the way, pig. I'm coming through right now. I got to go. Hey, you can be happy, man, with the pigs all you need. But right now, good battle here. So you got pigs, beer, and you got a tribute car right there. So who knew? Awesome. Man, this is a good battle, though, going on here. The leader out front, Brian GM Littleton, loving every minute of this because Trent Drum's been able to check out. Right behind him, Stan Stinson. He got Brian up underneath going door to door with Danny Flynn right there on the outside looking at it. They'll mix it up just a little bit with lap 6 of 127. Again, remember, folks, you got lap 33. Well, that's going to be the one that's our first caution, though, kind of a segment style caution, and lap 66 is going to be our next segment style caution. Give me an update here, though. Don't see Jeff Applegren. He's not out here. BJ Poppin's back here tonight. Jeffrey Clifton's there. Roger Mirth, he's back out there also looking good. And there's the stealth man himself. Got that 00 machine. He's looking good also right there. Then we got the snake. Look at that. He's going to slither his way up there. He got a good throwback scheme. Levi Garrett. Wow. Boy, Hyatt falls back. He fell back just a little bit, but he's still right there in the 14th place spot. Travis T.A. Arthur. Boy, they are mixing it up back here. Look at that. The doubles 008 there. Jay Pryor in the mix. He's got the 91. John Jenkins there. So a couple newcomers right there. 18th, 19th, and 20th. And Michael Allward, the policeman, did not grid. The back up front. Wow, look at this. And the pig's on the move. Danny Flynn. Boy, he was in 5th place. Now he's up, man, to 3rd. So hang on to it. I think he said it's feeding time and it's about time to go. And he's pushing it to the front there, as he just went around Stan Stinson, Curtis Lowers, and Brian. Brian gets a little wiggly right there coming out of the turn. Hang on to it there for a little bit. Leaves the door open for the 33 machine on the inside. Now we don't want to speculate or anything on the 2 of Curtis there. We don't want, I know he's got Miller High Life on his car. I don't think he had any, man, before the race, but his driving's kind of been subjective. Michael's not out here in the police, so we can't get him on no citations. Look at that. A 015 of Jeffrey Clifton. He fell back a little bit, currently sitting in the 7th place spot. PJ Poppin right there. He's actually running very well, sitting in the 9th. David Worrell. He's got a chance, man, to make history here if he wins this race tonight. He can pull that thing up to the front side and look very good at doing it. Brian Miskell Jr., he's got that tribute car there to his late great mother there. So definitely like that on the side of it. Curtis Lowers there. I'm going to tell you what, Danny Flynn is a man on a mission. Oh, he's got pig power there tonight, man, I tell you. And he's looking good because he's running down Trent Drum. He might have this track here at Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte Motor Speedway under the lights here tonight for the NGRL. Boy, Trent goes high, Danny comes low. They go door to door out of turn 2 down the back stretch, heading into 3. They still are neck and neck. 3 there on the inside of Danny. He takes that spot away from Trent. Looks like that inside line's working very well as they come out of 4. He's going to try to track down the Miller High Life man up front there. The Michelob man, excuse me. So the Michelob man says, aha, don't worry about it. We sell Michelob at the Piggly Wigglies. Aha, don't, there you go. But Mobile One's trying to come back on him. The number 12 of Trent Drum out of turn 2 down the back stretch. He is holding his pace right there. So very good battles happening here. Look at that, the 2 on the outside, Curtis Lowers. He comes out storming out of turn 4. He's going to go neck and neck. 3 wide almost. Brian thought better of it. Backed out of that thing. Didn't want to cause a wreck there. So he held on to it. That's still going to put him now 17 down low. Stan Stinson. Trent Drum. Now he's up high. 4-car battle coming out of turn 2. This is actually for the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th place spot respectively, as they are nose to tail 2 by 2 going into turn 3. Coming out of 4. Looks like the low line is working its way around this track. As whoa, the 17 of Stan almost took the side wall down as they storm across the line for lap 15 of 127 in the books. Single file in a freight train here, folks. Trent Drum's falling like a rock in water. And hang on to it. Tires here will be of the utmost importance as these cars go through the run. It definitely will start pushing a little bit. Right now, I think that low line's working. You can see that high line's just not got the momentum yet as everybody's making passes down low. Brian made that one look good. Up front, Danny still trying to run down the man out front, Brian GM. They're kind of a stalemate right now a little bit. You can just see these cars pushing as they go through the turn there. Still a good battle behind them as they run over the camera coming down the back stretch that time. Look at that 015 of Jeffrey. Looks on the inside of the 2 there, Curtis. They'll take it side by side. The 2 goes high, washes up the track. Battle for 2nd place right here. Brian Miskell Jr. goes on the inside of Danny Flynn. He's going to actually try to make that pass and does make the pass on the 3 machine there. And he blows right by and knocks the ears right off the pig. So, hey, awesome. Stan Stinson's coming along with him. That's just what happens at this track here. If you get hung on the outside, you're going to get freight trained. You need to get that momentum. It's a momentum style track. Cars really push really heavily here. Uh-oh, here we go. Pit stops already. That's another thing. We're only working on 32% fuel. These guys are going to have to make some pit strategy, so to speak. I got a Taylor Swift car out there. Well, hope everybody's enjoying the race so far, man. It's really good, thrilling one now as we're under green flag stops. Good run right now, and up front, Brian Miskell Jr., Stan Stinson in second. And here they come down pit road for 4 tires of fuel, and Stan almost lost it. Big old Stan, he was standing on that thing just a little bit too much coming out of the turn. And boom, shakalaka, almost turned that thing around. Hang on to it like a wild Bronco bull. Let's see where some of these guys are now as they are coming out of the pits here. A lot of them are making their pit stops. There's the 007 James Bond, Casey, out there right now. Hey, I want to give a shout out to his dad. His dad's out here watching him, man, tonight. First time out here for this league, NGRL. Show me the green. That young man out there, man, is doing awesome right now. And definitely he's taking his pit stop. That's why I'm showing him a lap down, but he'll get back on the lap here because under green flag stops, he'll go back around. He's currently sitting in 15th. He's just out here trying to learn, man. Just out here trying to get him some laps under the car. Definitely looking good so far. As we like to see that. Look at the intensity in his eyeballs as he's running around this track. Ooh, wrong shot. Trying to get the right shot. There you go. He has got, I don't know what that is. Something. Oh, Kenny Wallace. Dirt racing experience. Okay. It's almost like the stock car racing experience. That was Kenny Wallace dirt racing experience. And I'm going to take that means that you can actually go to one of the things that Kenny Wallace actually has and drive a dirt car. And again, with myself, like I say with these cars, unless they come up with a convertible, which I know some sprint cars are, it's very hard for them to stuff me in there, because once they got me in there, they'd have to definitely cut me out that car, or sprint, or whatever it is. Well, we're cycling back around, man, on pit stops here, and Danny Flynn, he's still on pit road. I don't know what happened. Did he get a penalty? The pig machine is held up on pit road for some reason. I think he got a penalty, or did he blow up? Ah, don't want to see the Piggly Wiggly car in trouble already. Man. Well, he's having a good race there, too. But that's what happens. Sometimes you run good, and sometimes you don't. Out front, Brian Miskell Jr. He got in front of the GM right there. The GM has won a lot. Definitely got Michelob Light Ultra and tools. And up front, Brian GM's looking good in his tribute machine there. Running around here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, lap 24. Well, we're completing lap 23, going into lap 24, 127. Now remember, at lap 33, there will be a competition caution thrown, and at lap 66, competition caution. So it's like an all-star style event here. Short runs, short speed, short on fuel too. I had to get an update on what happened to Danny out there. Danny Flynn. Maybe Jags knows if she's out there watching. We definitely was out there rooting for the pig machine, but a good battle right here for third place. That's actually Curtis Lowers on the inside, door to door there, the 2-2 going into turn number 1. That's going to be old PJ Poppin. They get together, touching the walls. The 01 for the AC Delco spark plug machine took a lick right there on the side. 17 of Stan Stinson's going to go by. Here comes the 8 there, Brian Stealth Mode. He'll go by, but boy, the AC Delco machine all tore up. So he's just going to try to baby that thing to lap 33 here and get that caution. Maybe use his fast fix, get back out there and run. But that's what happens. They got side to side, got tight, and whamma right there between each other. Here, Trent Drum. I mean, he's going to fall back very, very quickly. So unfortunately, I hate that on his end. A little bit of damage. A little bit of damage on the side of Curtis Lowers. One thing he's got to think about is, does he take the optional or does he take the fast fix? I think on his end, probably take a little bit of the optional on this caution. Maybe the next caution, if he doesn't get anything, maybe think about it then. Look at this. Brian Jim Littleton, he's running down the leader out front. So behind the Brian and Brian show, you got Brian Miskell out front. You got Brian GM Littleton right there as he is chasing him down. Oh, he is just bad fast chasing him down right there. Goes around him, works that wheel very, very solidly right there. Boy, takes the lead out of 4, and he'll cross the line for lap 28 here. 127, got about 4 more to go. And these boys, man, are going to have a competition caution, calm down just a little bit. Battle right here for 3rd and 4th. As Curtis Lauer's on the outside, Stan Stenson's looking on the inside as they head off into turn number 3. He's got that nose right there at the fender. He pulls it along side to side. 2 by 2 coming out of turn number 4. Out of 4, they hang on to it, and they'll drag race to the line. 17's got him right there for the time being. They'll head off shooting into turn number 1. Wow, the 17 of Stan Stenson makes a power move to the 3rd place spot. Don't want to push up the track too much. Curtis Lauers falls to 4th place. Brian stealth mode. He's back there in 5th. I'll count him out, man. Got Budweiser and stealth. He's all stealth drinking. That's what it is. Trent Drum sitting in 6th. John Jenkins right there. The 091 moving it up there in the 7th. And the 039, Roger Murph. He's definitely right there looking good in 8th. So a couple of the newcomers right there with Roy Hyatt, the Cyberdyne system behind him. PJ Popham. He's sitting in the 10th place. David Worrell, he's hoping he can pull this thing up to the front. Travis T.A. Author, he's working that wheel. There's Casey. He's working that thing intensely in his eyeballs out there running around the inside. Working the wheel right now, doing a fantastic job out here in the 00 machine. Looking good so far, running the 13th spot. Right now he's, give me an idea, started 10th, currently 13th. He's just out here, man, just trucking around here at Charlotte. I love it. The 00, the 007, there it is, 007 machine. I mean, he's got a good line going around this track, too. That's awesome. Like I say, that young man right there, he's got the Kenny Wallace Dirt Racing Experience machine out there. Hey, he's giving us an experience on how to get around Charlotte Motor Speedway here tonight. Jay Pryor, that's a 008 machine out there, sitting in 14th right now. Justin Walters, he's back in the back. Old Jeffrey Clifton. Adam Novak was out there. You got Garland Snake Bennett. He's battling out a little bit, just 1 lap down though. And Moses, don't even ask me how to say his last name. Well, I have no clue. And then Danny Flynn, I don't know why he's still on the pit road, but we're under caution, and that's our competition caution, folks. Thrown right here, and lap 33. So it's our competition caution, but still haven't got a word on what happened to Danny Flynn out there. Oh, hate to see that on his end. We were rooting for the pig machine. Maybe somebody can let us know. Jags, find out from David what happened to the pig machine. Danny Flynn. But we're under a competition caution here, folks. The first one tonight. All right, well, how y'all think about this race so far out there? Been a very, very good one. These guys have put up a fight here. We're live here tonight, Charlotte Motor Speedway, for the NGRL Show Me the Green K&N series here. And it's definitely been one of these tracks that'd be interesting. Like I said, there's the 3 machine. He's still on pit road, just don't know what happened to him. He didn't get into a wreck, didn't get into anything, so I don't know. What happened? Okay, well, let's see if As our first, it's not a caution, it's actually our first segment is done here in the race tonight. As these guys, man, drove it to lap 33. So under caution for our first segment here tonight. Our next one will be at lap 66, and then we end this thing at lap 127. They'll get to go run there for about 60-some laps for a shootout style here. Doing good, Jeff. How you doing out there, man? Where you at? Did you get up in here and race? It's a good race so far. We're under a competition caution right now. It's not a caution. Nobody brought one out or anything, so it's the competition caution for lap 33. We got another one going to be at lap 66, and then obviously after that, this thing's going to take it all the way to hopefully be all the way to the green flag, because these guys right now have been very, very good. But it is an all-star race. These guys are about to do some bad, fast stuff in these cars. There's some mean machines out here. All right, fellas. Yeah, I mean, puzzling. Don't know if he had a mechanical issue, maybe a family matter came up or something. It'd be interesting to see how we hate it, because we were out there rooting for the pig machine, Danny. He's 17 laps down on pit road, so I hate it there on his end. Didn't see that he got into anybody, no wreck or anything, no damage. Just must be some technical issues on his end. Hate to see that, man. Hate to see it. Oh, well, he's back out running now. But the bad thing is he's 17 laps down. So the pig machine's back out. All right. John Jenkins right there, starting in third. Got him a good starting position right now. Give you an update on some of the new guys. John Jenkins right there in third. Casey Dupree sitting in ninth. Jay Pryor is sitting in 11th. Jeffrey Clifton in 13th. And Moses sitting back in 19th. Here we go. Let's go back green flag racing, folks. Pace cars coming out of turn number 4 here. Going to take a hard left turn off on pit road. And the man up front, Brian Littleton. He's won a lot here this season. He's going to get a hammer down and go. There we go. Green flag in the air. He pushes the pedal to the floor. He's got Brian Miskell right there behind him. John's right there along with him as they head off into turn number 1. He gets a good jump out front of the crowd here as they'll go 2x2 out of turn number 2 here down the backstretch 17. A Stan Stinson on the inside. Brian Miskell Jr. right there. He's going to have the 091 pushing him down the backstretch. But he's got the 8 machine of the stealth mode. Here comes Roy Hyatt storming to the front there with a Cyberdyne Systems machine as they'll all go side by side out of turn number 4 across the line. Brian G.M. Littleton's going to be up front right there. And another Brian Miskell, he's right there in the single file along with him. Stan Stinson's up high. And you got the man there, John Jenkins. He's on the inside of him. Well, actually, now he's on the outside there. And behind them, Brian Stealth Mode. Well, they are nose to tail, single file. But here you go. The 8's going down low, door to door with him. Roy Hyatt's up high. Trent Drum's behind them, too, as they come across the line. Oh, what mere feet and inches right there to lap 41.27. I got about another 26 laps, and we got a competition caution going to be thrown. So a short run, short. And then the last run's going to take about 60 laps, and they're going to be running. Oh, Casey, he's up in the 10th place spot right now, along with David Worrell. As these boys just are mixing it up here in the front sides. Trent Drum's trying to get around Roy Hyatt. Roy almost into the wall. And that 00 machine, the 01, PJ popping right there. He's sitting in the 8th place spot. Up front, though, battle for the lead here. We got the Brian and Brian show on the outside. We got Littleton, Miskell on the inside. He takes it to the point and takes that spot away. Stan Stinson says, well, I won't second. Why not? Drives it on the inside there with the Taylor Swift machine. And he's going to look to come out of turn 4. Can't quite make it stick that time with a 17 to Stan. As they came through 4 and across the line into 1. Still battle for the lead. Brian Miskell is all over the back end there of our leader up front. Looking on the inside out of 2. Down the back stretch heading into 3. Still thought better of it. Couldn't quite make the pass. Going to look again. Still can't make it stick right there. Behind them, here comes Stealth. Trent Drum's got his hands full with John Jenkins right there. And up front, still a battle. Here comes Stan Stinson though on the inside. Brian Miskell Jr. is all over that deck lid of that number 80 machine up front. Not giving him any time to breathe. Boom, let's get it from the dash here of that car of the number 33 up front as they head off into turn 3. He'll take it a little higher that time, maybe get a run coming off the turn. Well, he does. Gets a run, shoots out, and heads down to the inside. And get that run heading off. That's what you do. You want to arc it in, maybe middle of the turn. Get the run. They'll go door to door, heading into turn number 1. Just shows you he takes it to the point. To the lead, a crossover move out of 2. Here comes Littleton on the inside to head down to turn 3. They'll be side by side again, door to door. Coming out of 4 here this time, going to the line. It'll be lap 45. Can he get him? Drag race to the line. The 80 got it that time. 33's trying to hang on to it. As they head off into turn 1, they still are 2 by 2 stacked up front. He got a good push going in, probably middle in. He can't hold it. Well, thought better of it. They fall back single file. That's going to bring Stan Stinson into the mix. He looks to the inside into 3. And he'll take it door to door coming out of turn number 4 right now, heading to the line. Will he get that jump to him? Nope. The 80's going to have him covered to the line. Lap 45, 46 completed right here. Look at this mess. 3 wide into turn 1. Well, the 8 there, Brian Steff checked up the 0-8 there. David Worrell made an evasive move, went on the inside, had to hang on to it. Pig had to wiggle. He did. The pig man had a hard time. He was hanging out on pit road. We don't know what happened to him. He was he's in the back there just hanging on. Poor pig. Had Danny Flynn in his pig machine. He's back here. He's still on the track right there. Number 3. He's around the 44 machine there. Adam Novak. So he's out running. We just haven't got an update. Maybe just had a technical difficulty or something with the car or something. But hey, me and my wife, we know about the Piggly Wiggly and cool stores. We just like saying Piggly Wiggly. I don't know, kind of cool. Jay Pryor sitting back there along with Curtis Lowers and Justin Walters. You got the Snake Man right there battling it out tooth and nail along with Roger Murph. As he'll go door to door with that man. Roger takes that spot. They're going 3 wide. Casey's sitting there going, hey guys, look, I'm a little new here. Give me a little break. I might be the 007 James Bond out here. But boy, he is hanging on tough too, as he's going to go side by side out of 4 with the Snake Man. He'll keep it up high. Coming to the line. Got a little damage on the right side of that thing. Probably bumped the wall. Got a little tight coming in a turn. Maybe went up high just a little bit. Oh, Casey held on to that thing. Awesome run for him right there. Adam Novak, though, well, he's trying to hold on to it and see the 3 machine. He's going to hope maybe to get 1 or 2 of his laps back. There's a Krispy Kreme donut machine out there, too. Now, there's one thing is, we like Piggly Wiggly and we like Krispy Kreme. Who don't like those? That's a good combination, I guess. Jeffrey Clifton right there running in the back. David Worrell, he's battling out with the 8 machine. They're side by side coming out of the turn down the back stretch here. And the 8 there, Brian GM, he's going to take it to the inside. David's going way, way high. Well, he is taking a high line around this track, skimming that wall. And that let the 8, I think he pushed up really bad going in there. Trent Drum sitting in there, PJ Poppin sitting in 6. Roy Hyatt still got his hands full, though, with PJ as he looks on the inside. That AC Delco spark plug machine looking good so far. Looks like he did use his fast fix and took that option there. So Something to keep in mind. I know he had a lot of damage, hit the wall a little earlier on. John Jenkins, he's sitting up there. And we still got a battle up front for the top 3 cars. Brian Miskell Jr. out front. Whoa! Stan Stinson, he did a little bump and run right there on Brian Littleton. Littleton held on to it as they head out of turn 2 down the back stretch. These guys up here just mixing it up all over the place. Stan's looking on the inside, heading into turn 3. He will go neck and neck with that number 80 coming out of turn 4. Heading to the line this time by. It's going to be inches. Whoa, I don't even know who would have had that one. I think that would have been Stan, but again, I would have had to go back on the replay and look at that. That was close. Green flag stops should be underway. And again, folks, we got another competition caution. We haven't had a caution tonight. Obviously, we've had the one competition caution at lap 33. Look at the run that the number 80 of Brian GM gets. Running on the inside, coming to the line. He'll take that pass for the second spot. The 17, we closes the door on the inside of the 17 of Stan. Stan thought about looking in the inside. Brian said, not so fast. Shut that thing in and locked it tight. I think we're going to see these guys come into the pits here shortly. I think that's what Stan Stinson's looking at right now. Well, that's a really good paint job there on Justin's machine. Excuse me. It's really, really good. Pit stops. That place is a busy place right there. A lot of them are in there right now. PJ Popham and Casey. He's coming down pit road. Just a slew of cars coming down pit road right now. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. What y'all thinking so far? Who's your favorite out here? What y'all think? Who's the favorite out here? All right, here we go. Well, these boys, men, are still rocketing ship around here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. As we are in some green flag pit stops. Right now, Justin Walters, well, he was leading it. I just got a feeling it's just going to go around the cycle here, and you're going to end up with those two guys. Brian Miskell Jr., well, I don't know what in the world happened to him, the 33. Well, he just slowed up big time. Wow. And Brian GM just came up through there like a tornado. He came through with that. Came through like a wrecking ball. Yeah, anyways, I can't see him. Well, we got about a little less than 10 laps before we throw our other competition caution here. Roy Hyatt up front. He's trying to hang on to this one. These guys, it's kind of cool, the fuel mileage they did. They planned it perfect to where these guys can't go the whole segment, but they have to pit before the segment. That was cool. Trent Drum looking good. Justin Walters right there. Jay Pryor's out in the back too. Just looking through this field right now. Kind of spread out because everybody's taking a green flag pit stop. Casey's back in 15th. Curtis Lauer's right there still on pit road. There's a pig machine. Danny Flynn out there in the Piggly Wiggly. We dig the pig. Yeah. Well, an eventful night for him. He's 17 laps down. He got stuck on pit road for something. I don't know if it was a mechanical issue or what. Something might have come up. He's definitely not hit anything. He wasn't tore up or anything out there, so definitely don't know why he got stuck on pit road like he did. But we'll find out. We're going to update on what happened to the pig machine out there. He's trying to truck along out there and still run. Points of points. Up front, Roy Hyatt looking good. Always got that Cyberdyne system. Terminator machine. He's wanting to terminate this field out here and win tonight. I don't know. Can he hang on for another 6 laps till that caution comes out? That's a stretch. I don't know if he can or not. Let's he's taking 4 pit stops, so huh. Heck, yeah, I hear you out there, Casey. That's he's definitely going to feel it. I've raced 3-hour races before, and with my sim rig and some endurance on road racing, so you can just imagine all the shifting and up and down you got to do with it, on and off the gas and brake. You definitely do feel it after a while. A lot of people think, well, you're just sitting in a chair, you're just virtually driving. You feel it in your arms after a while, man, with the force of the feedback and everything else moving around. You definitely do. Right now, good battle for second spot. The 091, or the 091 right there. He's got the 80 and the 33 all on top of him. A battle for second spot right here. And looking on the inside, that's John Jenkins, newcomer there. Got Brian GM Littleton on the inside of him, or trying to sneak on the inside. And Brian Miskell Jr. on the outside there. He's just being a little patient. Now he goes to the inside. The 80 does, coming out of turn this time. Lap 63. Just center for Roy Hyatt's playing the strategy game. Now he's got enough pits up there to do it. Just kind of give you an idea. Brian GM's only got 3, so Roy's got 1 more pit than these guys do. Now, my question is, do you do 2 tires on that last stop? That's going to be true question. Yeah, that's the way we should put it. All right, look at that. 80 machine made the pass on the 091 of John. That's going to put Brian Miskell right there behind him. PJ Popham, he's right there too. Trent Drums, another one sitting in 6th. Stan Stinson right there in 7th. Actually just moved up into 7th. Stealth Mode in 8th. Roger Murph there in 9th. David Worrell, he's trying to pull it up, sitting in 10th. Jeffrey Clifton is looking good. Garland right there in the back. Adam Novak, Travis. And there's a 007 Casey himself out there. He's still trucking. He's still trying to give it all. Like I said out there in the chat, Dad said in the chat, man, he's going to definitely feel this one. But he's learning. He's doing good. Sitting 15th right now. You know, definitely want to learn, want to get out here and run that car, and try to do what you can do. Learn the track. That's another thing. Right now he comes out of turn. He's looking to go try to run down the donut machine up there. I don't blame you. I'd run that donut machine down too. Take me about half dozen on the way by. Y'all keep the coffee. Oh, a little high, pushed up the track just a little bit right there. Back that turn up just a little bit there, kid. Oh, car spinning. Couldn't bring a caution out. That looks like Garland. Yeah, he is all tore up. Caution out. And I think that man just got lucky, because that's the competition caution. Wow, you want to talk about luck playing on his side. Oh, pushed up the track in the wall. Wow. Oh, hard lick to the driver's side. If that was real, you need to get that guy, man, a headache pill. That was a lick and a half. Tore that machine up. The good thing is, competition caution out. Roy Hyatt and not yet pitted. So this right here falls in his game plan. Wow. Well, this is our second competition caution, and then we're going to race this thing on out. You saw the snake there, Garland. He pushed up the track, hit the outside wall, and slammed the inside wall very hard. Hate to see that on his end. All right. At that 80 machine coming down on pit road. Brian Miskell Jr. right there, second spot. John Jenkins sitting in 3rd. Roy Hyatt, he's another one. What a good run so far for these guys. Oh, Brian goes in his pits. Good stop. Stan Stinson right there behind him. Well, we're going to head off here into the end. We'll race off pit road. I am surprised at the 33. Man, he ain't get caught speeding. But he won the race off pit road. Awesome. Awesome job for the 33 machine. Well, like I say, we're at lap 69 of 127, folks. Live tonight here under the lights. Charlotte Motor Speedway here for the NGRL Show Me the Green K&N Series. It's an all-star race here. We're at segment number 2. The last segment of the night here. Lap 66, it was thrown. Going into lap 67. So when they go back green... So we really haven't had any cautions as far as like involving drivers. We did have Garland right there before the competition caution slapped the inside wall, but it just fell right there perfectly with the competition caution flew as when he hit the wall. So no one has brought the caution out tonight, so you can pretty much say it's a caution-free race here at the All-Star. But that's probably going to change here, folks, as everybody knows. Now is the time to run. Now, on what we've seen, these guys will have to make one more pit stop. And that's going to be very interesting to see what they do on that pit stop. 2 tires. You know you got to fill it up with fuel. So if you got to fill it up with fuel, you might as well take 4 tires because, I mean, you're going to sit there on pit road no matter what. If you didn't have to fill it up with fuel, that would be the thing. But by the time they have to make a pit stop, which would be, I'm going to estimate around 95. Some of these guys are going to try to go to 100. If they can go to 100, maybe 105, they ensure themselves to be able to take it to the end. What we've seen so far, about lap 25, 30, maybe, I could be mistaken, is what I've seen them pit stop wise. Man, it benefited, I think, from that last one there. It had to be Roy Hyde. Unfortunately, we're still back in 9th place. John Jenkins going to start this one right here in 3rd. The Brian and Brian show up front. And here we go. Piggly Wiggly machine still out there running around. But there he is. Billy Willy. Aha. Do the pig. We dig the pig. That's their slogan. We dig the pig. All right. Here we go. Up front, about set to go back green flag racing here, folks. And try to conclude this thing tonight. Got to turn number 4. Pace car is going to head off on pit road and do its thing. Brian Miskell Jr. up front. He gets a good jump in the backside back there. Those guys, man, take it for what it's worth. Well, the Brian didn't get a good jump. John got a good jump on him. Well, they are side by side up front. It's got to be go time for these boys. They don't know what's going to happen on this long run. You got to get up there and battle it out. Look at John Jenkins right there trying to pressure it in. You got Trent Drum on the inside of PJ. As you're still going to have a 3-car battle right now. Rogers on the backside battling it out. As you still got right there, John falls to the 3rd place. As Littleton, man, he's looking to get back up there and battle it out again with the leader. Them 2 cars are back at it again with each other. Wow. Can't get them all apart from each other. That's the thing. Right now, they come around this turn, head off into turn 3. At a turn number 4. Brian Miskell Jr. He looks good as he's running down right there as he comes to the line. He lap 74 here of 127, folks. It's a shootout now. It's anybody's ball game. You got your tires, you got your fuel. You're gonna have to make another pit stop. So you got to keep that in mind too. What do? 2 tires? 4 tires? I say you go still 4 tires because you got to have the 4 tires, but you can get a long enough green flag. We haven't seen these guys get spaced out far enough from each other. Stan Stinson working on the inside, trying to make the pass in the grass. He just weed-eated a little bit, trimmed the hedges right there. That's all he did. Looking on the inside of the 12. He's got the 00. Roy Hyatt up high, though. The Terminator says, look, Taylor, get out the way, man, I'm going to terminate you. Your career will be over with. Racing and singing. Either way, he goes on the high side, powers that 00 machine to the side there, and takes that 6th spot away from the 17 machine. That's old Stealth Man right there, too. He's looking very good. Awesome run he's having so far. Sorry about that, folks. I got off to the side a little bit. Behind him, look at that, Jay Pryor, Jeffrey. You got Roger Murph there looking good. He's in the number 11th place spot. David Worrells, he's sitting in 12th. Casey's still out there running. Well, Adam Novak sitting there in the 14th. Justin Walter sitting in 16th right now. Snake Man out there running around. And there's Moses. Well, he's not parting any Red Seas tonight. He's hoping he could. We could get up there and maybe lead this day and knock these guys out the way. Andy Flynn, he's still out there running around. Curtis Lowers, well, he's all tore up a little bit. PJ Poppin looks like he is disconnected for some reason. I don't know what happened to him there. Up front, still got a battle for the lead, though. We got 49 to go here. These guys will have to do one more pit stop here for this all-star race. It'll be interesting because I guess it's like the race for 5 or something like that. And it's the Freaky Fast 5 award. You know, we could have 3 different winners coming out of this thing. So that means it's going to be crucial for the next 2 races for one of those winners to just break on out and try to get that 3-win bonus there, get that prize money. Still got a good battle up front here. Brian G.M. Littleton looks on the inside, can't quite get it done. 33 goes high, door to door out of turn number 4. It's going to take the 80. He takes the spot. Ooh, close. They almost made contact coming to the line. Hang on to it there. He does. Heading into 180 there of Littleton. He's going to, well, he can't quite make the pass. I think Mystical Power's back on the outside here. That's bringing Roy Hyatt up into the mix. He's sitting in the 4th place spot right now. John Jenkins loving every minute of what he's seeing. Look at Brian take that thing way high coming out of turn. He's going to get a run coming off of turn 4. Maybe try that crossover. If I was Littleton, I would save that inside line, because that's where old Mystical's going to want to try to go. He does. Goes right there kind of way down to the bottom. Arcs it in. Way to the bottom. Well, we got about 3-4 cars up front right now that are sitting all nose to tail. The 091, the 33, and the 80. 80 machine of Brian Littleton. 33 there, Brian Mystical. You got John Jenkins sitting in the 091 and Roy Hyatt in the 00 machine. Stan Stinson in 5th. Trent Drum right there sitting in the 6th place spot. Jay Pryor, he's got his hands full with Jeffrey Clifton right over on the back side of him. Roger Murph, he's there. Oh, Casey's moved it back up there in the 11th place spot. Doing good, the 007 machine, excuse me. At 45 laps to go here. He's still trucking along out there. Definitely giving us an experience on how to drive one of these things. Look good in the 11th place, though. He's trying to track down the man in 10th place. He's about 2.5 seconds behind him. Well, as David does that, David's going inside of Roger up there in front of him right now. He's battling it out. David's one of those ones tonight who has won. If he wins this race, he would get 2 wins in the Freaky Fast 5 award. So he's hoping he can pull this thing off tonight. As he sits there in the 9th place, Jay Pryor sits there in the 8th. Casey sitting there in the 10th place now, moving it up one by one. Travis Arthur sitting in 11th. Justin 12th. Roger sitting 13th. Adam Novak. Where in the world he's at? Snake Man back there. And Danny Flynn with the pig machine. He's still out there trucking. But he can make up one spot because PJ Popham, he's out of this one. I don't know what happened. Got disconnected somehow. But the back up front though, Brian Jim Littleton still leading the 33 machine there. And they are still nose to tail. And them two guys just will not give up. And there's what I'm saying. Unless they actually get away from each other, it's going to be very, very tough to take two tires here. All right, up front right now, little good one right there. Brian G.M. Littleton out front. Brian Miskell Jr. sitting in 2nd. It's good so far. Stan Stinson back in 3rd. Pit stops. I was wondering, can they make it 40 laps? That's my question. Pit stops. Just don't know if these guys can go the whole entire distance. That'd be interesting. 39 to go. So it's going to be interesting to see if these guys now can take this thing the whole entire way. I know Roy, he's made his. I guess I should have done my calculations, I reckon. But don't look like anybody took 2 tires. Everybody took 4 tires and fuel and out. There you go. Nobody took the gamble. And I'll blame him. Not with 30-some laps left. That would have been a very, very bad risk to take. But these two guys up front still battling it out. Littleton and Miskell right there, almost nose to tail. Justin Walter still is yet to make a pit stop. John Jenkins out front there. 38 to go. Who's it going to be? Right now, the two guys men are really looking good. It'll be that guy right there, the 80 machine, and the 33 machine there, Brian. So Brian and Brian show out here tonight. Those two guys men are getting it done. You got Stealth Mode sitting in 4th. Roy Hyatt there in 5th. Stan Stinson, he's sitting in 6th place spot. David Worrell, he's another one. Oh, Casey, he's moved it up there, man, in the 10th. He's trying to track down Stealth Mode himself. Might actually move it up into 9th here in a second. I think Stealth went to the pits. Yep, Casey moves it tonight. Nice run for him tonight. Good deal. Started 10th. Currently right now he's just trucking along. Trying to learn a little bit. Out there, man, and run some laps. Awesome. Yeah, Stealth Mode. He took his pit stop. Trent Drum right there in the 7th. David Worrell. He's slowly but surely moving to the front. He's up in the 6th. I'm with you on that one, Jags. So this is definitely going to make it interesting. What do you do? But here's another one. We got a battle for the lead. Well, not the lead, actually, because John Jenkins up there. You're right. They were only able to go about 25 laps in a segment. at the most, and they had to pit. So my thing is, I mean, a lot of these guys will be screaming 10 to go, 15 to go, caution. Please let it come out. But as you see the door-to-door battle coming out of turn 4 here, Brian Miskell on the inside, Littleton on the outside. They'll drag race to the line. It's going to be the 80 machine taking at that time, heading off into turn 1, a 2x2 stacked up. 33 of Miskell, pushing up the track, gets into the 80, spins him around. The 80 held on to it. Caution is out. Holy cow, wow. I don't know if that would have threw a caution, though. Did that throw a caution? Well, if that threw a caution, wow. Huh. Either way, caution's out. Here's the thing, Jags. We were just talking about it. Still, I don't think they got enough fuel to go the entire way. I agree with you. If they couldn't go a whole stint of 33 laps on fuel, I don't think they can go now 32 even with cautions. You come in, you pit, you get 4 tires of fuel, you fill it up, you're still going to be, I say, about 5 laps short. But I don't see. You see right here, we're going to watch this contact between the 33 and the 80 there. 33 just went up high on the track. Very fantastic driving job by the 80 to hold on to it. Yeah, 33 just pushed up. He got heavy on the binders. Man, the 80 right there. Wow. Just don't see how that threw a caution, but sometimes iRacing is, they're weird. I'm with you there. I'm with you, John. That threw a caution. Yeah, that was wild. Normally that would not throw a caution, but either way, an exceptional driving job by the 80 machine of Brian GM Littleton. Looks like Brian Miskell's going to win the race off pit road. The GM's going to be right behind him. Roy Hyatt's going to be there in 3rd. Wow. Now what's going on, John, out there? How you doing? Well, John Jenkins still the man on point. I think the fuel here is what's going to be our key. When we go back green flag racing, there's still going to be about 28, 27, 28 laps to go. I just do not feel these guys can go that far on fuel. So what do you got to keep that in the back of your mind. If you're the 33 and the 80, what do? If you're a back end car, like these guys, if you're sitting in 12th spot like Roger or Jay or Jeffrey, here's what I do. I go in as soon as it says 2 to go, I go down on pit road and top that thing off with fuel again and go back out, because that way I'm gonna be a lot closer to the fuel window that I need. That's just my pit strategy. Obviously, if I'm up front, I gotta stay out. But if I'm back there, anywhere, I'm gonna say probably 12th back. Yeah, Jags, I'm with you. Yeah, Garland and Bo didn't bring a caution, and hey, look, I throw my hands up. Woohoo! Full tank says 27 gallons. Okay, well, then, with that said, these guys are going to be about. So, yeah, if I'm sitting in the 10th place or back spot, I'm going in and topping this thing off with fuel. Because even with the caution laps, you're probably going to be right there at 1 or 2 laps. And obviously, somebody in the back listened to me. I definitely would go back in and lights off on the pace car. So there'll be 28 to go. That's close. We might see some guys run off here, run out of fuel. Obviously, fuel mode might be the thing. So, and again, that's if it goes green. Caution comes out again, well, we just wad up all this paperwork, throw it out the window, and burn it. because that's it. But that's only if it goes green. But these guys, man, definitely will be okay. So right now, Brian G.M. Littleton sitting in third. John Jenkins out front. Yeah, no doubt. That's why I'm right there with you, John. Well, here we go. We'll settle this thing under the lights here tonight. Charlotte Motor Speedway here, folks, with the NGRL Show Me the Green All-Star Race. And it's been an all-star affair here as pace cars coming out of turn number 4. And it's going to let these boys go to town and play. John Jenkins up front. Newcomer here. Well, he gets to start the field, and he does. Hammer down. He's gone. Going to be lap 28 when they cross the line. Man out there says 27 is a full fuel load. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. There you go, a battle between them. The problem is these guys don't get away from each other long enough to save fuel. They don't get far enough away from each other to save fuel. So you can't save too much by letting out or whatever. Now right now John's got a good lead up front along with the 80 man of Brian Littleton. Just going to be interesting to see, man, what these guys can do as this thing runs. Whoa, the 00 almost got tapped right there by Brian as they head into the turn. Hang on to it. Oh, David said there was a water bottle on the back stretch. Okay, there we go. We got confirmation. David Worrell said the water bottle on the back stretch. Somebody threw it. Single file up front right now. Got to go back here with David in the 008 machine there. Jay is on the outside. Jeffrey's on the inside looking at him. Jeffrey's falling back a little bit. He was up front there for a while. Excuse me. He was up front for a while earlier on. Justin's right there. Oh, Casey, boy, I'll tell you what's moving it up to the front. He's up to 7th so far. Nice run for him. There's old Snake Garland, but look at this battle going on right here. Jeffrey's looking on the inside of Roger. They're going to take it side by side. There's the pig machine, Danny Flynn. He's still out there running around. Whoa, David got in a little bit of grass. Hold on to that thing. You know it's go time with 25 to go here, folks. These guys, man, have got to push the pedal to the metal and take this thing to the front and make it stick. Battle right here between 6th and 5th place. And still up front. John Jenkins has got his hands full with a Brian G.M. Littleton right there. He's coming out of turn number 2. Down the bad stretch. They'll take it side by side. Brian Miskell, he's in 3rd, heading into 3. Roy Hyatt's right there too. Wow, good run so far. All right, got the 80 out front here. John Jenkins sitting in 2nd. He's got his hands full of that 33. Now they're starting to mix it up a little bit up front, 22 to go. I'm just still curious as to fuel mileage here, as these guys can make it all the way. That, you know, they're still racing hard up there. You got Stan Stinson on the inside there, the 00 Roy Hyatt. You got Brian Miskell looking on the inside there. The other one now, if the 80 can get far enough out there, he might be able to shut that thing down just a little bit back. His turns up, save enough fuel. Because I think somebody's going to end up being right there at the lap mark. Close, very, very close on fuel. If they don't run out, they're going to be blowing fumes by the time this thing is over with. And right now, Brian Miskell, he's still sitting in the 2nd place spot behind him. You got John Jenkins right there. Look at all 3 of them machines. Here comes Stan Stinson on the inside there, going out of turn 4. Heading to the line. They're going to complete it. Going to be 20 to go as they head off into turn 1. Nice run so far. Oh, Roy's up in the wall. Pushed up. Scraped it just a little bit. He held on to it, though. He just knocks the paint off the side of the Terminator. That's okay. Stan Stinson looking high, man, on the 02091. John's, they'll go door to door to turn 4. John's coming into pits. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Now that's another thing. If you know you can't make it all the way, do you short pit? That's another question. Do you take the gamble and short pit? Now here's the thing. Jeffrey Clifton has done 10 pit stops, folks. Trent Drum's done 7. All the other guys sitting on 6. The 2 Bryans up front, Mystical and Littleton. So the question is, can they make it on fuel? Right now, Brian, GM's got a 1.1 second lead. Just got a feeling, man, that old Mystical right now saving some fuel. I think he's definitely, you know, in fuel conservation mode. But we're seeing a lot of guys coming to the pit, so I'm thinking they understand this thing they could run out. Now at some point, you're all in, and I'm gonna say 10 to go, 8 to go. If you haven't made a pit stop by then, well, you're all in at that point. Yeah, you might as well just say, well, hey, I'm gonna pack up my bags and here we go. So right now though, up front, you still got that man, Brian GM Littleton. Out front, Brian Mystical, he's another one right there. He's got a 1.3 second lead. I just got a feeling. Yeah, short pit's fine as long as there's no caution. You're 100% right out there, John. Definitely. I got a feeling that man right there in the 33 saving fuel because he's dropping back from GM up front. So I think he's going to take the strategy of, I'm just not pitting. I'm going to make it all the way. We're going to take it to the end here. And, wow. This is going to be close. It's just the top 3 guys are going to be very close. Stan Stinson, I think he's dropping off just a little bit. So, I think he's going to be all in. Like I said, if you don't pit here in the next 6-7 laps, well, as I say that, here comes the 17. He's going to give up the ghost and bring it on in. So now the question is, seeing the 3rd place man do that, do you stay out fuel-wise? All right, look, my little one, he says he wouldn't stop. He said he'd just go in and gamble it all. So there you go. Heard it from him first.
I'd go till my gas runs out.
He said he going till the gas runs out. There we go. Heard it from the little one first. And Brian Mystical's still running. Brian GM's up front, running in the 80 machine. He's leading it now. He's got a 2.3 second lead. At this point, he can save some fuel. And I don't see him knocking off the clutch or anything like that. Clutching it, going down. You know, I'd have that little button box of mine, and I'd be flipping the ignition switch every once in a while. Knocking that little RPM. Get the tattletale. Well, look at that. He comes in the pits, and Brian missed. So never mind. Here they come, the top 2. Now, Roy comes in. Trent Drum's in. I mean, so never mind. They knew they couldn't make it. They're taking tires. Why in the world would you take tires? 2 tires anyways. Well, you might as well take 2 tires. You got to get enough fuel to make it to the end. That's right. I didn't think about that. I mean, you're going to have an 8-second pit stop anyways. You might as well take 2 tires. All right. Well, let's see how this one plays out here at the end of this one. As Brian's going to come out still the leader as far as we know. Let's see what it is when he crosses the start-finish line. John Jenkins. Leading, he got a 2/10 lead right there. So John Jenkins right on his back deck lid. Thing about it is he's got 2 tires, but look at John, boy, he is pulling up. John's last pit stop was 7.5 seconds, so he had a very, very good stop. Brian Miskell was the one who pit stop wise did not turn out like he wanted it to, and he's way back 3.4 seconds. So GM, he had a fantastic stop of 8.8 seconds. Got out front here. So unless there's a caution, I think, man, he's going to pretty much just hang on to it. Here we go. Brian Miskell Jr. Justin Walters right there. He giving it up. All right. Boy, interesting here. Pit strategy. Caution's out. Oh, no. Now that's not what any of these guys wanted to see. We know the caution ain't on him. Wow, this one's not over with. It's going to be a shootout now. And I'm going to tell you, if I'm back there in the 10th place spots or something, I'm going to get some tires. I don't know where the caution came out at. Huh. Well, hey, he's in the grass. I don't know. Oh, there it was. Right there. Wow. There we saw the 00. Oh, there it is. Got the side of David Worrell. Wham. Hate to see that. Well, this one definitely brings a ringer to it here. Ooh. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? It's 10 cars on a lead lap. Come into pits, you're going to be back in 10th. You come in and take 4 tires, actually you're probably going to be a little further back now. But you come in, yeah, you take 4 tires, you're taking a gamble because we're going to have about 3 laps left in this one when we go back green. Interesting. You come in and take those 4 tires. I don't know, this place here is just kind of very tricky. We'll just have to see. I know none of the leaders are going to come in. It's going to be a shootout here. You got 2 tires for all the top guys up there. Not sure what Trent Drum did. So everybody's on kind of older style tires. Not too bad. But got to be careful for spinning the wheels too. Don't want to spin them. I'll tell you what, old Casey, man, looking good too, right there in the 6th spot. That 007 machine. Obviously, when they go back green, if a caution comes out, it's over with at that point. So, definitely something you got to keep in mind. All right, here we go. We're going back green. When they come across the line, we'll be 3 to go, folks. So hang on to it, batten the hatches down. Definitely is going to be a shootout. You're right. That 80, he's had his, he has definitely had the number all night long, but the 33's definitely got a bad, fast motor underneath that thing. Don't count Roy or Trent out back there. But again, like I said, if a caution flies, it is over with. Brian Miskell's going to want to get the jump of his life here at this point. Here we go. Pace cars coming out of turn 4, folks, for the final time tonight here for the NGRL Show Me the Green K&N Series. Green flag in the air. Brian GM right up front. The GM man gets a good jump there with Miskell along the backside of him. They'll have about 3 to go as they head off into turn 1. Roy Hyatt's right there, door to door, neck and neck with Trent Drum. Behind him, Stan Stinson. Don't count him out. It's got a good, bad, fast machine as they head off down the back stretch here. Roy takes that 3rd place spot. Their 33 is going to try to find a way to get up there. Roy's been able to bounce back here in this one and look good so far. Trent Drum sitting right there in the 4th place spot. Very good battle behind them. And then you got there, look at the 007 machine of Casey. That's right, go time. Casey goes a little high that time right there. Oh, car on the wall, caution's out. That's Trent Drum. Wow. That is it, folks. Brian GM's gonna win it. Wow. And Stan Stanson looks like he got involved too. Yep. Oh, the 17 of Stan Stanson. Boy, he hits the wall. And, oh, Garland just drop kicked him. Ouch. Let's go back on the replay one more time. Watch that again. Yeah, nowhere to go. 12 all around. Wham. Oh. Threw him right up on the track. Well, I'll tell you what, the Piggly Wiggly man, he made it through there. Oh, and another hard lick for Garland. Right in the inside wall. Punches that thing like a mean bulldog. And look at that. That's a beautiful sitting on the side. And our winner tonight's going to be that 80 machine as he's going to cross the line, folks, here. Wow. Brian Miskell Jr. is going to hang on to the 2nd place spot. Roy Hyatt's going to pull it in 3rd here live tonight. Charlotte Motor Speedway. That man right there, Brian Miskell, makes it all the way around here. Awesome, awesome race to the end. You know it was going to be a shootout there to the end. Wow. He wins the All-Star. 3 different winners in the on these Freaky Fast 5 awards. Brian Miskell, he's another one there. What we got? Oh, Roy Hyatt. Our top 3 guys. Let's get a word in with them right fast. What a race. What a race. Let's get a word in on our 3rd place man tonight. Old Roy Hyatt. Roy Hyatt, Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, I tell you what, Roy. Well, I tell you were able to magnificently use some pit strategy. Get that car up front there. Maintain. You come out of here in a 3rd place finish for the All-Star race here tonight. How's it feel? How was the car and how was the track?
Car was good. Track was really good. A lot of shorter runs to the fuel, but other than that, it was decent.
Yeah, no
a lot
doubt
of
about
2-tire
it.
stops helped out too.
Oh, you took the 2. I saw you took the 2 tires down the end. A lot of guys took it. Was you kind of worried with that last restart there?
Not so much. I know how many people stayed out, so we had a pretty big buffer for the 4 tires. And then I'd been taking 2 tires in the second pit stop of each one of the stages, so I knew what to expect of the car.
All right, good deal. Well, you definitely did, and you were able to pull that thing off and bring it up here tonight, running here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the NGRL Show Me the Green. Old Roy Hyde, game out there you want to thank for the 3rd place tonight?
Oh, I always thank the wife. She sits here and puts up with a lot of this stuff, and everything that you guys do up there in the booth and all the admins and everybody that helps out with the leagues, just much appreciated from everybody.
Well, as always, man, I appreciate it, man. Definitely a good race here tonight under the lights at Charlotte. Again, congratulations, 3rd place, Roy.
Thanks, sir. Have a good one.
All right, we'll tell you what. Let's get our 2nd place man, Brian Miskell, who tried all night long to run down that 80 machine. Brian, it's Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's up?
Oh, I'll tell you what, man, you had a good, bad, fast machine all night long, and you did everything you could do to try to run down that 80 machine all night. Just come up just a little short. The caution came out there at the end. Take us about how was your race? How was the car and the track all night long?
Well, Joe, it was a lot of fun. Me and the 80 battling all night long. I got into them a little bit. I still feel pretty bad about that, but that's what it's all about, man. That's why I show up every week. That's why we race.
Oh, you're right, man. It was exciting. I mean, yeah, y'all touched each other early on, and we were surprised that a caution came out even with that touch because he was able to hang on to that machine. Good driving job there. Like you said, it's just one of those deals here, Charlotte. You push up a little bit, racing hard for the position is what it is. But, man, I tell you, now, you did everything you could all night long. You had a bad, fast machine, and you pulled it off. You come up here in 2nd for this all-star race. Got me out there you want to thank?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I'm going to thank Jags for all she does. And I'm going to thank GM for the awesome race. And, God, that was so much fun. And I think y'all should enjoy that show that we put on because that was one hell of a show, and man, that was fun.
Hey, and we could tell it in your voice, man. You was having fun out there, and that's what it's all about. And it definitely was an awesome show. From our standpoint, the viewer standpoint, and everybody else, it definitely was interesting to watch, man. Y'all raced all night long. Just couldn't get away from each other. It was just thrilling. But again, hey, came out of here 2nd tonight. Good run for you. And again, awesome man there, Brian Miskell. All right, let's go down here to Victory Lane, get a talk in with the 80 machine. Brian GM. Brian GM, Joe White in the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, bud, how are you?
Man, I tell you what, all night long, you and the other Brian, was the Brian and Brian show all night long. I got to take it back, though. What a driving job there when, Brian Miskell just pushed up the track, got in the rear of you just a little bit, but you was able to hold on to that car. Did you think that thing was going to stick like that, or did you just think the night might have been done at that point?
Initially, I thought it was pretty much over. I really honestly can't tell you how I wound up gathering that thing back up without hitting anything else.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, it definitely looked good on our end. We'll give you some style points out there for the slide. And
I was hoping everybody saw it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Good battle between it. And we were puzzled that it even threw the caution out. We were wondering how in the world does that throw a caution, because you kept going and everybody was going. So sometimes iRacing does crazy stuff. But either way, man, you were out front dominating a lot tonight. When you got that big lead out there, was you trying to save some fuel? Was you ever thinking about at one point trying to go the whole distance?
I don't think at any point I figured I was going to be able to stretch it out. I was trying to do the math in my head, and I'm not very good at math while I'm doing other stuff. So it never worked out in my head to be able to make it. So at that point, I just figured we just run it, and you know what, whatever happens, happens. If somebody can manage to save some fuel, then good for them, man. But I didn't think I could do it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Definitely, it was awesome, which obviously somebody would have, with the last caution that came out, it might have worked out, but you just never know. Either way, you're the winner. Doesn't really matter. We can wad up all that paperwork and throw it away, throw it out the window. pulled it off here tonight under the lights in Charlotte for the NGRL Show Me the Green All-Star Race. You got anybody out there you want to thank for this awesome win?
Well, as usual, I thank my wife and my son for putting up with me the amount of time that I put on this thing a week. All the admins throughout all the series in the NGR. Without them, you know, none of this happens. Jags does a wonderful job with the stats and everything. And I thank you for what you do up in the booth, man. This is awesome.
Man, I appreciate it, man. As always, enjoy it, man. Y'all put on a good show out there week in and week out. Again, I want to congratulate you on that win tonight, Brian GM.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, man, I hope you enjoyed that one because that was a thriller from the green to the checkered. And you're right out there, Casey, man. Casey did pull it out, finished up in 6th, man. Good job for him. Started 10th, finished out 6th. 007 machine out there, James Bond, silently but surely, man, pulling it home and a good finish under the lights. Well, folks, that's a good all-star race. Tomorrow night, we got Racing Freaks, Sim Racing League, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. We got the last race before we go to Homestead and crown a champ. Tomorrow night, Phoenix. That's right, one driver is going to get to advance. 4 guys are going to get a shot in 2 weeks to go to Homestead there. So tune in tomorrow night here at OSR Network. Definitely want to appreciate everybody watching that. Until then, everyone have a good night.